Well, hello, my yarn smithing lovelies yet again. We're here in central UK. The weather is extremely hot outside. The pollen is really high, which is why my eyes look really sore. But nothing I can do about that. So just let's get on. So today's topic, we're going to be perhaps a little bit controversial again, because we're going to talk about Temu. I did promise faithfully that I wouldn't go on and on about Temu. However, something's cropped up over the last few days that I'm going to talk about in a minute. But first things first, we've had another new member I've just noticed over on the Patreon site. So Trisha, a very, very warm welcome to you. She's also known as One Nutty Knitter. I really like that. I think it's fabulous. Welcome, my darling. It's really lovely to have you along. If you've not been over to my Patreon site yet, I'll put the address up there somewhere, and I'll also put it in the links below at the end of the video. But if you've not been there yet, pop over and have a look. You can join as a free member, which you can just take a look around and see what there is, or you can pay $5 a month plus tax, which is different wherever you happen to be in the world. Some places I've noticed don't charge any tax at all. Some it might add an extra dollar or $1.50, but it works out in the UK like just over £1 a week or something. And over there is lots of things that I'm not allowed to do here on YouTube, because we can have private chats, we can email each other, we can do all kinds of things over there. So stay tuned, there's more and more coming. I put regular patterns on there, and these are my own patterns that I've designed that I've spent a long time doing. Funnily enough, I'm just working on another one now that's going to pop up very soon. And they normally are on my Love Crafts page or Ravelry page, which you would normally have to pay for. If you're a member over there on Patreon, then you don't have to pay for those. They're there all the time for you. So that's that out of the way. So Temu, a little bit of controversy for you. I was informed by somebody who watched the YouTube video, I'm really sorry, I can't remember your name and I should have had a look at that first, that when a few weeks ago, if you remember, I did the accessories and I did some reviews on lots of different things, and we had some crochet kits. And if you remember, this popped up in one of the crochet kits, and it was a kit that was to make this penguin, I think it's supposed to be, and it was £4, and it wasn't particularly good. If I remember, I didn't actually recommend that you go and buy it because the things in there are a bit cheap. Oh yeah, before I get any more hate, my nails are stained. If you remember, I'm a hairdresser by day, and I was taking colour off at the bowl without gloves, so it stains my nails. So the two people, if you watch it, so Miss Debs, that was your toner, and Lady Liz, just before you mowed, that was taking your colour off at the bowl. Anyway, so I kind of, said, don't really buy it, no good. But I was informed by somebody who was watching the video that this was actually a direct rip-off of I think it's called The Woobles, which is an American company which do kits. They've even used the same picture. So I went over there and had a look just to confirm that that was the case. Now, I've also told you before that Temu, when we buy things here in the UK or in the EU, there has to be somebody that takes responsibility for making sure that everything's kind of kosher and it works, and that it is what it says it is, etc., etc. Now, these didn't claim to be Woobles, but they've actually even used the same name as they did Make Pierre. And also I noticed they actually direct you to their video as a make along, so it is really a direct rip-off of them. So I went and had a little look, did a bit of research, see where it came from, all the stuff, and I notified the person that had taken responsibility for importing it into this country. They contacted Temu. Temu have taken it off the site. You can no longer get that particular one off there. There are others on there, and I don't know if they should be had a look at as well. But credit to Temu, they took it off. I also noticed in doing the research, if you just have a little look at this that I'm going to pop up now, this is from Amazon, and the little crochet along in the middle looks very familiar, don't you think? So perhaps they ought to have a little look as well. So price wise, the one that was from Temu, the direct rip-off, was £4. The one that's from Amazon, and I think it's for three little cuddlies, is just under £18 for the 3. The woobles.com for three little toys is £64. I think that's a bit pricey. However, go over there and have a look. I'm going to put the name here. I think it's thewoobles.com, and have a look at them, see what they're doing over there. I quite like all the write-up and the bump and everything, but to me it looks a bit pricey, but I'll leave that up to you. That's entirely up to you. So a little bit about, again, Temu. Remember, Temu don't make these things, so Temu haven't ripped off the Woobles. Somebody that Temu was dealing with, one of the manufacturers that they deal with and Temu put on their site, had done that. I was fairly impressed how quick it all happened. Literally, it was a matter of hours. I informed the responsible person, they informed Temu, it was taken off the site, along with a couple of others I noticed as well have also been taken off. So quite impressed with that. So again, I should have perhaps done a little bit more research first. Don't know. I'll try a little bit harder in future if I'm buying from there. There's one or two things on there that I've just said are a direct rip-off. I don't go anywhere near those things. But do your research, have a look if it's better value or not better value. You can see here exactly the same thing on Amazon was nearly 5 times the price. So I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. The ethics of buying from there, I'm going to leave entirely up to you. But I thought I'd pop on and I'd just mention that I was caught out, and I own up to that, and I did something about it. So hope that helps. So in the meantime, this is a very short video today. Please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And go over to the Patreon site and have a little browse around there and see if you like what you see. If you do, it's really appreciated if you sign up for a paid membership, because it really does help to buy all this stuff in the background, and it really does help for me to buy rip-off things from Temu. I'm having to smuggle them in now because husband says it's got to stop. I don't care at all. So send the hate, it's fine, about the dirty fingernails and all the stuff. Send suggestions if you want me to do anything, or if there's anything specific that you'd like me to look at. Thank you once again to the person who pointed out the rip-off, and it was very much appreciated, and I did something about it. So I've got another couple of videos coming up. One is a new make along, and one is another review, and then I'm going to be missing for a couple of weeks. We're off, husband and I, on another cruise. We're going this time on Explorer Journeys, Explorer 1 from Istanbul to Athens. So we're really looking forward to that. I'm going to do a couple of knit-alongs on there on the cruise, and I'm going to bring those to you when we get back. I always take socks with me to knit on a cruise, so I'm actually going to video me sock knitting. People will watch anything, honestly. So I'm going to do that while we're away. So I might be missing for a couple of weeks. Don't worry, we're still around. Nothing's happened. So in the meantime, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Pop over to Patreon and join there if you feel like it. And if you feel that you can, it's very much appreciated. So in the meantime, happy yarn smithing. Much love as always. And I'll see you really soon. Bye.